put things in perspective, how about the Shockers this year? We've had some people that have expressed great joy, and we've had a few people that have expressed a little disappointment. I can't believe those people, but I want to put this in perspective for you. A couple of years ago, Wichita State played in the Final Four, their second Final Four group, and we have some of those players here tonight with us. And I know Fred and Evan and Ron are here. Anybody else here on that Final Four team? Okay, he's here. Everybody stand up from that Final Four team, if you would, please. To Kale, I didn't see you walk in. Thank you very much. The Shocker Final Four team. Thank you, everyone. Now, to give this a little bit of perspective, Wichita State is doing a good job this year. But how about Michigan, one of the Final Four teams 2 years ago? They're 13-10 in 8th place. Syracuse in 6th place at 15-7 this year. Louisville in 3rd place at 19-3, and Wichita State tied for 1st place in their conference at 20-3. We'd like all the committee members, if you would, to please stand so we can express our appreciation to you. All the committee members, including Bob Powers, who deserves a special round of applause for the job that he's done. Bob, thank you. And all the committee members, please stand. Thank you very much. Dorothy Harmon, is Dorothy at one of these tables? Dorothy Harmon, who's been like a sister and a mother and a confessor to all of us. Dorothy Harmon, for all those years. Thank you, Dorothy, very much. And then Betty Thompson, is Betty here? Betty, if you'd come up, there's a gift right over there. Tony, if you'd hand it to her. And Betty, if you, on behalf of the ladies that are here, Diane Coons and Dee Anderson and Dee Heller and yourself, they have a little special presentation to make to you, Bob Powers. Betty, you can come right down here, if you would. Careful there, careful. Betty said, as long as she doesn't have to say anything, she'll make the presentation. So it's a presentation for the appreciation on behalf of all the wives of all those that have passed on from that Final Four team, and we wanted to express our appreciation. Thanks, Betty. Thanks, Betty. Little photo op. Wait, got one more, Diane Coons. There we go. And as we go through the profiles tonight, which we'll get to in about half an hour, we're going to ask the family members to stand after we've profiled each of the players and the coaches. Now we're going to introduce a very dear friend of ours. Who has ever gone to a Shocker pep rally, a Shocker alumni event ever? Have you ever been to one? And we were fortunate to have one of the all-time great Alumni Association executives, Debbie Kennedy, handle that for the last 9 years or so. She's just done a super job, and she recently took the dream job that she's been thinking about for a long time. She is now CEO of the Wichita Children's Home. With the help of Coach Marshall, they are trying to raise money for the Wichita Children's Home. So I'm going to ask Debbie to come up and say a few words about that. Debbie Kennedy. It's bright here, Debbie. It's going to be hard for you to see your notes.
Thank you, Dave. Throughout the history of Shocker basketball, there have been many great moments on the court, such as those that we're honoring tonight. The Final Four team of 1964 and 65. Wonderful, great moments. We've also had wonderful, great moments off the court. when Shocker Athletics has stepped up and reached out to our community to help, and they're doing it again this year. Greg Marshall has brought many great teams to Wichita State, and we honor those. And he's also been very active in our community. And one of the closest causes to his heart is the Wichita Children's Home. Last year, Coach Marshall was invited to participate in the Infinity Coaches Challenge. And he chose the Wichita Children's Home as his designated charity of choice. Just as he did on the court in 2013, he reached the Final Four in this contest, and he raised $15,000 for the Wichita Children's Home. Yes, thank you. This year, the Infinity Coaches Challenge has once again asked Coach Marshall to participate, and he once again designated the Wichita Children's Home as his charity of choice. And this year, with a finger in my face, he said he wants to win. So when you have Coach Marshall with the finger in your face, I got to help him we got to make him win, and I need your help to do this. But before I tell you how to do that, I want to tell you that he just didn't, on the day that the Infinity called him to participate, say, oh, the Wichita Children's Home. He and his family have been very involved in the Children's Home since they arrived here. One of the very first days when I arrived as the CEO of the Children's Home, I was making rounds, and there was a young man looking at the book, Play Angry. And I talked to him about it. He pointed to Coach Marshall and said, he's my friend. A child who has no worth, at least in his mind, the day Coach Marshall came and signed a book for each one of the children, and that child left saying, Coach Marshall's my friend. That meant that Coach Marshall spent a day talking to him and making him feel worthy. These are kids that feel in their hearts they have no worth, they have no hope. But the Children's Hope, Coach Marshall, on that particular day made that happen. Lynn Marshall, she arrives with the most coveted item for our kids, Nike shoes. She delivers Nike shoes. She could have those sent over, but she delivers them herself. So when Coach Marshall says it's the Wichita Children's Home that he honors and he participates, he does that. It's not just a token. They're involved. So when he puts his finger in my face and said he wants to win, I have to say to you, you've got to make our coach one of the best people in our community win this Infinity Challenge this year. It's easy. All you have to do is join Team Marshall and vote every day. Vote every day. Currently, we're in third place. Okay, what do you think Coach Marshall thinks about that? Not happy. The teams ahead of him, Iowa State, Purdue, Wichita State, we're third. We got to win this. When we win it, Coach Marshall gets to deliver a check for $100,000 to the Children's Home. I can tell you as a CEO, that is going to make a magical day for the kids that we serve. That will help give hope to the hopelessness. It will help rebuild memories, childhood memories for our kids. So I'm pleading with you, vote. Every day, I want you to go to, and I have flyers in case you drink too much and can't remember. Come and find me. But I want you to go every day to espn.com/infinity. It's easy to sign up. You vote every day, and every day we've got to see that needle rise to get him. Because this is a pride thing for Coach Marshall. I love Coach Marshall, and I want him to win. So as I said here today, I want the Children's Home to win, but I also want my friend, Coach Marshall, to win. And I know he's a light in our community, so this is the way that you can pay him back. It's no money, it's just a vote. Coach Marshall, please stand. Thank you very much for choosing us, the Children's Home, and taking care of our kids. Anytime you hear that a child's been placed in police protective custody, they come to the Children's Home. We serve those that are abused, abandoned, neglected, and homeless. That's the heart of Coach and Lynn Marshall. So thank you very, very much. Now let's get busy and make him win. Thank you.